So we might
Your Honor, that is not...
Miss Aisha Ghost took legal action against her ex-husband William, but as the truth unfolded, the situation quickly became far more complicated than she ever expected.
Miss Ghost, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we have a 1-year-old daughter named Alexis Ray. We're not together anymore. We were married for 2 years. We divorced because I like women.
She swapped her husband for a new man, yet still had the audacity to drag him to court. That level of entitlement is truly next level.
I want to put him on child support. He don't do nothing for his little girl. So that's basically.
Okay. So you all divorced, have a 1-year-old.
Yes, ma'am.
And you want him to pay child support?
We'll dive into what he does or doesn't do for his daughter in a moment. But first, just take a look at her carefree attitude. After dragging him into this mess.
Pretty straightforward. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying child support, you know.
The man has no problem providing so long as the child is actually his.
You know, she did leave me for somebody else. She cheated on me throughout our relationship and things like that.
That's another court that has nothing to do with me. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. You know,
William is completely speechless at Aisha's audacity, dragging him to court out of nowhere over a situation with more twists than a soap opera.
I only make $16 an hour, ma'am, as a warehouse supervisor, so it's really hard to make the ends meet. So I don't know how much I can give. You know, it's expensive to live where we live.
Let's be real. $16 an hour isn't exactly a fortune, yet here he is being dragged into court over it. So who's in the right? William, who has every reason to push back, or Aisha, who seemed to forget the meaning of shared responsibility the moment she walked out? Right now, it's anyone's guess.
According to the documents you provided, you make $18 an hour, not $16.
Oh.
Oh. So
He's
you
also
don't
a
know how
liar,
much you
Your
make?
Honor.
I was mistaken. I apologize.
Oh, okay. But you get a check every month, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all made the perfect couple. You're the liar, she's the...
An entire year of payments wiped out, yet somehow the balance still tilts in her favor. How does that even add up?
That's the particulars. He lied. I didn't cheat on him.
Okay, well, we already established that he lies. I mean,
Oh, yeah, see, I told you he was a liar.
well, I mean, you didn't even have to tell me that.
You knew that, right?
I don't know how you do
So,
it every
you know,
single time.
What are you?
You know, what I don't need you all to do is address each other. You all
Yes,
will
ma'am.
address me. There's obviously a reason that you're no longer married.
If he wasn't ready for the responsibility, maybe he should have thought twice before having a kid, especially with someone like Aisha. And speaking of Aisha, where's her accountability? Just sit back, do nothing, and let the ex handle the bills. Convenient.
In terms of health care, who pays it for this child?
He pays it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
She's on his Medicaid.
Okay, so
Oh, I don't work because I deserve to live carefree and dump all the responsibility on my ex. Aisha has certainly been enjoying every bit of that mindset, while William bears the weight of it.
it's with you, but
Yes, ma'am.
and the child is on Medicaid.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you paying Medicaid yet, or you haven't started paying them?
Yes, ma'am. I am paying for the child's health care right now.
The entitlement is off the charts. And the worst part? If William had made just one more slip-up, she might have actually gotten away with it.
You understand that Medicaid has to be reimbursed to the state, and you're going to have to start paying child support at $18 an hour. You understand that, right?
At this point, a simple yes would have settled everything. But nope, Aisha just had to drop another bombshell, completely out of left field.
Okay, you looked real depressed just then. I mean, did I say something wrong?
No, ma'am. I just know how much it's going to hurt, ma'am. That's all.
Know how much is what is going to hurt you?
The child support hit.
What? She says she's into women, but now she's pregnant? Make it make sense. And why even bring this up in court when it has nothing to do with William? Feels like she's already setting the stage for another. Child support check data.
And that, Mom, are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working?
I mean, I just don't.
At this point, it's crystal clear. Aisha is just trying to drain every last dollar from William's already limited income. But the judge threw him a lifeline, a solid piece of advice that might just save him from her greed next time around.
You don't want to work, but you think that he is solely responsible for taking care of your 1-year-old.
Well, she lives with me, so I take
excuse me, I was talking thanks. If she does live with you,
Smart move. If she tries to drag him back to court again, at least this time he'll have some solid ground to stand on.
you'll be obligated to pay child support because of that. But you also need to be working too.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you know, are you gonna come back in here next time with some proof of looking for a job?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I will, and I'm currently pregnant. We might
Your
do
Honor,
for
that is not my child.
Oh, that was my next question, but
I ain't touched her in like almost a year.
okay, that is good information to know.
How can the child be his? Is this woman nuts? Making such baseless claims in court of all places? No wonder the judge discreetly dropped a hint for William.
To do with this, because a child that is not born is not a child within existence at this moment, so therefore child support can be determined anyway.
We'll be back though.
You'll be back for
We'll be
that
back.
child. Okay, well when you return, we will
Too bad that won't help him now. The judge is already moving forward with the child. Support details. Original clip.
We'll be back with you.
Well, sir, just make sure you know, I just want you to know that you do have the right to get a DNA test.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have a right to get a DNA test on that child that she's pregnant with, just to make sure if she does bring you back.
William's face says it all. He knows he's in deep financial trouble. But let's be real, he should have thought about that before having a kid.
It's not your child, you won't be placed on child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that?
But it's your child, so don't worry about that.
Ma'am, I don't need you addressing him, okay? And as of right now, we don't know whose child it is. When I say we, I'm speaking about the court. We don't know whose child it is because you're currently pregnant. He hasn't had an opportunity of doing DNA tests.
That child support figure. Brutal. Luckily, the judge showed a bit of mercy. But William's clueless mistake still ended up costing him
$1 an hour. What is your work week? And truthfully, how many hours do you work a week?
Roughly 60 hours a week, ma'am.
Okay, you told the truth about that. I just have to verify everything that you say from now on.
She had no choice but to rule in Aisha's favor, locking William into monthly payments. The one silver lining. The judge shut down Aisha's next scheme, warning William to get a DNA test before she tries dragging him back for baby number 2. At least now, he's got a chance to dodge another financial ambush.